Today I'm joined by Zara Hilton and Alex Moisii to talk about the law of attraction in a state agency and manifestation. Zara, what is the law of attraction in a state agency? Talk to me.
So I think the law of attraction is making yourself attractive, that things come to you. So it's all about kind of bringing yourself to a certain frequency, a certain vibration where things come to you. In a state agency, I don't know, I feel like you're the best person to talk about it in a state agency because you directly...
So before we do that, is this a manifestation? Is it coming to you? It manifests itself. So you want it, so it comes to you. Isn't this all a bit fluffy?
It's not that simple, you know. I think if it was that simple, like, things would be a lot easier. I think the universe or God or whatever you believe in has a tendency to test you, and I don't think you're going to get things that easy until you're ready to receive them, you know. Okay. But I think when it comes down to manifestation or law of attraction, you need to make yourself attractive in that sense, you know. Maybe not everyone's blessed with looking good. Now everyone's blessed with having a six-pack, you know, but you can't work to achieve those things, you know, because realistically,
I think you can dress well, you can speak well.
It comes down to your mindset and the energy you give out to people, you know.
Because attraction isn't just looks or clothes.
No. It's the way, if you think really well and you're very positive, you can attract. I suppose, look, to break it down very easy, each individual has different strengths and different qualities, and you need to become very aware of what those are, you know. When you are aware of what your qualities and strengths are, whether it's looking good, whether it's a strong mindset, whether it's a people's person, you need to improve on those to the best of your abilities and use them to your advantage to attract, okay? Because when you are attractive, people wanna fuck with you, excuse my French, but they do. If you're not attractive, if you're negative, if you don't dress well, if you smell bad, if you bad breath, all these things, unfortunately, they will repel people rather than attract them, you know. So I'm not saying you got to wear £1,000 suits, you know. I'm not saying you got to drive £1 million cars, but do what you can, be yourself, and be aware of your qualities and strengths, improve them to the best of your abilities, and then things will come easier, you know. I'm not saying they'll come and they'll become
Is this book The Secret?
Yeah.
I've never read that book.
I've read that book so many times. Law of attraction, read it back to front.
But is it a case of, I want £1 million, so I'll get it? It's not like that.
But you know what, it's not. It's almost, yeah, you do, but it's also like opening your eyes to the opportunities that are there. It's like having that self-belief in yourself. So let's just say you have a goal and you're like, okay, I'm going to build like £1 million this year. You're not just going to sit back and do absolutely nothing. You need to sit down and be like, okay, how am I going to make this happen? But it's also like putting those steps in place. It's believing in yourself and then opening your eyes to the opportunities that are there in front of you and then grabbing them.
So it's almost like a sat nav. It points you in the right direction.
It's like having your goal and then setting you there.
You still have to.
Absolutely.
So you have to double down on what you're good at. What about we're all not perfect. What about the things that are negative?
Look, let's do it this way, right? So one thing that I never liked about myself, okay, were my legs. I had very naturally slim legs, and stand up, I can show you a bit if you want, but
give us a twirl.
I'll give you a little twirl. But no matter how hard I went to the gym, whatever, my legs never grew. Okay, so what did I do? I'll run every fucking morning. Okay, I wake up at 6, Zara, I'll run every morning. I hate it. But what I do, I wake up every morning and I run. First time I done it, I thought I was gonna die. So do you know what I done the next day? I wake up again and I run because I'm in control. Okay, it's not my mind. My body's hurting, and my body's telling my mind is telling me that my body's hurting. And usually, when your mind tells you that, oh, this is not good, you tend to listen to the mind. But that means you're letting your mind, what's it called, the chimp paradox, the chimp brain. You're letting the chimp brain telling you what to do. So I'll go past that, and I'm like, no, I want my fucking legs, so let me run, you know. So I'll run, and I tell my mind, no, I'm doing this now. You're listening to me now, and I'll run. And now I'll run the mile, like 8-9 minutes, you know. Every morning. Not every morning, I'm exaggerating, but 5 times a week I do it, you know, first thing in the morning, before food, before anything. My legs look great now, you know, probably not the best yet, but it's a huge improvement to where I was, you know. So that's just as a prime example. The other thing that I want to talk about is it doesn't necessarily work like, oh, I want 1 million. Do you really want the fucking million, or do you really want it? Or have you been influenced on Instagram by someone that's got a car or like a nice car or something, like, oh, that's what I want? Do you?
Yeah, and I think
Have
it
you
comes
spent-
back to like knowing
So it comes
like,
back down to why you
knowing
want
your
it.
goals.
Yeah, have you spent
Yeah,
time
why
with
do you
yourself
want
to find
something?
out what you want? Sit in a room in silence for 10 minutes a day, you know? Find out who are you, first of all, because if you don't know who you are, you're not going to know what you want, you know? Find that out first.
So it isn't a case of just saying, I want 1 million quid.
No.
You've got to work out who you are and what
You want. Yeah, what you want. I've come into real estate and I've started and I loved it. I knew I liked this. I knew I wanted this. I put, again, if you look at my Instagram, first video I put in real estate, I put I'm one of the best estate agents in the country. I had no fucking Scooby about real estate. But I knew I wanted this, okay? And the vision I had was that I wanted to be the best estate agent in this country. I wanted people to want me to go and look at the property and to be a pleasure and an honor for me to go there. That's what I really wanted. Little did I say, 2 years later, this happens now on a very regular basis. I get messages on my social media constantly. Can you come and look at this? Can you come and look at it? I'm more than happy to go and do it.
I mean, you've set up your own estate agency in the last 3 months, and people are contacting you. I mean, I've hardly seen any marketing, although we're based in Grantham. I can tell by your social media feed that listings are coming through the door. Are you doing? Is that coming because of what you did on social media, and you thought to yourself, well, for me to be the best estate agent, I have to get my name out there? Is that what you?
I think, look, in a way, yes, that is a part of the principle to it. But I think the main reason they're coming is because I've decided 2.5 years ago that this is what I wanted to do, and I've worked for it to make that happen now.
Because you are, if you don't mind me saying, you are. I mean, I've seen you on TV and I've seen you on social media. You come across as confident, but at the same time, there is some humility in there, which is quite rare.
I think I've learned, and I think with Zara, I've grown more as a person, as an adult, and now I can look at things a lot more different than what I used to, and I understand people. And also what I understand is that if someone allows me to look after the most prized asset, then that's an honor for me,
What advice would you give to anyone who hasn't started out on this law of attraction and manifestation, Zara? What would it be, the book The Secret, or something else?
I think something that I've learned myself personally is to know what you want, like know what your goal is, and just not be influenced by that. Because I think the second that you know exactly what you want, that's how you'll make it happen. That's how you'll make things work, and everything will almost fall into place. I think to think that you potentially want certain things, you're looking at somebody else and thinking, no, I'd like that. If it's not true to yourself and true to what you actually want, I think sometimes it just doesn't happen, and it can demotivate you.
Because it's interesting, you said you don't want something because someone else has got it. Want it because you want it.
And you need to know why. Like, you need to know your reason why you want something.
Therefore,
because sometimes you have to seriously fight for it. Yeah.
You will end up. The problem is what happens. You get influenced by something you don't want, and you end up hurting yourself, chasing the wrong thing,
Yeah,
and
because
then
it doesn't,
it
if it's not meant to happen
and
for
you
you,
struggle,
yeah.
and you struggle, and then you lose faith, So my advice is spend some time with yourself, be curious, be very curious, try different things, just spend time with yourself, find out what is it you truly want, and work on it. You gotta put some effort in it. It's not, you can't just sit in bed and be like, that's what I want now, I've decided. You gotta put some effort in it. But what you'll see is that when you find out what you want and you put the effort in to get what you actually want, it's easier than chasing something you don't really want. That's a lot harder.
Yeah, it's like when you're on the right path, things just come to you a little bit more. You're not like resisting things and fighting things. It's it works out a lot.
Do you know what? Even that one, I don't really agree with it. I'll tell you why. Because when we set up our business, it was so challenging. Yeah. I'm honestly telling you now, it was so challenging. And I had the mindset that, if something doesn't work, it's not meant to be. But we wanted this so badly. We literally, forget jumping hurdles, we ran through walls. Okay, I'm talking finances. I'm not going to sit and be like, oh, everything's great. We got a personal life. I got 3 children, we've got another one on the way. We've got a personal life, you know, and unfortunately, I wasn't the best with money, you know. So what that meant is that we now had to provide for our personal life and also to now start an estate agency, which doesn't come cheap, you know.
Also, we didn't necessarily plan it at that moment in time to be like, okay, we're going to start our company today. It kind of just happened.
So we're kind of like
really
met. We were pushed into creating this because it was meant, because this is what we really wanted and we were made to do. So now we've learned so much about ourselves and so much about what we want now, that we respect our brand, we respect ourselves, and we know that anyone that joins us or whatever, they're going to respect what we do as well, you know.
Also, I think we've jumped through so many hoops within our business that like we know the ins and outs and upside down and everything around our business now because we've had to. Like, it's not been a straight road.
A funny story, we have a very good accountant. Okay, this is like a very, very good accountant, and he helped us set all the companies. It's like a LLP partnership. It's quite complex, but it's very good. And for about a month, he's ignored us. And we're like, what is this guy? Why is he ignoring us?
What's going on? Like, we need somebody on our side.
Can we arrange a Zoom? Because we gave him some numbers. And he was a bit like laughing. He was like, these guys are a bit right? So we're like, look, let's arrange a Zoom, sit down. We sat on a Zoom for an hour and we walked him through every part of the business and how it works and how it will work. Little did I say, he replies to every message I send him now, even if I say hi straight on it. Do you know why? Because he believes in us as much as we believe in this now. And we know that everyone we sit down with and we walk through what, because we had to work really hard and we had to suffer a little to get what we wanted, you know? So by saying it becomes easier when you realize what you want, no, but you're going to get tested to find out if it is, if you want it.
Because I think like we could both agree now, like we have obviously been through hell of the last few months, but now it's like everything is just coming to us like
now
in the
it is
way possible. It's like listings are coming, like the right people are coming.
You show me something worth having in this world that doesn't require hard work and it worth having, is it?
100% not.
No value.
100%.
There you go.
You didn't appreciate it.
Thank you for your time today, and thank you for explaining your thoughts on the law of attraction and manifestation in a estate agency. Very insightful. Thank you.
Thank you.
No worries.